Generic greetings and welcome to Kill It With Fire. Today's beverage is a very nice and refreshing cranberry and raspberry cold infusion. Very nice indeed. So Kill It With Fire is an arachnid extermination simulator, a game where you are tasked with killing a lot of spiders, normally via the gratuitous application of fire, using various means. On each level you have a set of objectives, side missions, secrets, upgrades, collectibles, etc. It's a game I've played for about an hour now, so first impressions only. As always, links are in the description so you can check the game out yourself. However, as a bit of fair warning, although it should be obvious, but we'll say it nonetheless, if you are someone who has difficulty with or suffers from either arachnophobia or pyrophobia, then you may want to give this video and indeed this game a bit of a miss. Obviously it might not be for you, so don't really want to cause any undue distress on that part. I personally have no problem with either of those, so there you are. Anyway, on the flip side of that, I guess, if you are someone who hates spiders and are a pyromaniac, then you might get a good kick out of this game. Anyway, I'm going to jump in and show you a little bit of it. Let's go to play, and just again, for the sake of full disclosure, I've completed the first few missions at 100% completion, so all upgrades, all batteries found, secondary objectives done, and you've got a time trial arachno gauntlet as well, which I've completed, but the other ones, not so much. You start off in a house, and then you go out to a like convenience store, and you seem to be moving in a particular path. I don't know if there's a weird strange story that goes with it, but yeah, we're going to try the Garden of Evil because I've not actually played it. So no equipment, no objectives done, no batteries found, etc., and obviously no time trial gauntlet complete. You have two sets of upgrades, standard upgrades and tracker upgrades. Your upgrades are things like gel insoles, reduces lower back pain and allows sprinting. Very nice. And not so nice, but very curious, kerosene-soaked bullets. Give your bullets an extra kick. Shots have a chance to light things on fire. I mean, that just sounds all kinds of wrong. Anyway, we're going to go back over and we're just going to play. Oh, you also have tracker upgrades as well for your tracker. So we got a spider, which is like a radar, but for spiders. Yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, we'll click play and we will jump in. So we have a set of objectives. So this is sticky situation, kill a spider, or kill a web spider. So there's different types of spider. Oh, that says Garden of Evil, Sunday, June the 22nd at 20 something or other at 7:45 a.m. Yes, so you have different objectives and different spiders, and the game is locked behind the number of kills that you have got. So on the top left, it shows you in the crosshair there the number of kills, number of objectives completed, and number of batteries, which I used to basically use the upgrades and such, and you'll get more objectives as you'll progress through the game. So you get different types of spiders, so exploding spiders, jumping spiders, and you can use them to your advantage. And how would we find those spiders? Well, you can actually hear them. You'll get the little squeak now and again, but you can also just walk around, and if they are close, then they may jump out at you. You can then pick stuff up as well. So I'm just going to pick up this, which is a spray can. That's one of our things that we get. I'll show you that in a moment. But you can also like pick up, say for example, this rock, and you can right click and spin it around and say, nope, there's actually not a spider there, but I think there's a one here, and oh yes, there's a spider. So fire it with a clipboard, and there you go. And that's one of the ways. Oh, there's a battery. One of the ways you can take out a spider. Other ways include, but are not limited to, a spray can and a lighter, which don't try that at home. In fact, I should just point out, don't try any of this at home. There is a handgun, there's a shotgun, because apparently nothing excels like excess. We've got some, these are like snacks, so you've got classic cheddar, bouncy chocolate, spice explosion, and the game doesn't really tell you, I believe, what they do. They act like a lure, so you place them down and the spiders will eat them, but also they'll turn into a different type of spider based on what they eat. So if they eat, for example, the bouncy chocolate, they'll become a jumping spider, I think. The spice explosion makes them explode, that sort of thing. What else have we got? A frying pan, which is actually very useful. We've got a Molotov cocktail, because of course we do. We've got a time-altering, gravity-defying energy drink, which we might try. And we also have a silence pistol, because unlike the normal pistol, the spiders don't run away from the silence one, I don't think. Anyway, we also have on right-click here a spider detector, which you can see the red dots there, and that shows you where the spiders are. So we can go further forward and say, I think there's a spider under there. So I'll pick it up and rotate it around, and yes, that is a spider. Oh, it's a web spider. We've been webbed, but I have managed to shoot it, so that's always an advantage. Let me just reload this, because obviously I've fired one shot, so I need to do a full reload. Same thing when you're playing other games with a 100-round box mag. I think there was also one back here as well, which is Could be round here. Let's have a pick of that up and rotate it around, and there it is. And job done. Right. So there's a couple of spiders dealt with. We also have this thing here, which I believe is another objective. So we'll pick that up, and it says, yes, beacons bright, which I'm guessing is set fire to the beacons. Let me press 1 and say, solve the riddle. It's going to be set fire to the beacons, isn't it? There's 1, 2, 3, and yeah, it wasn't too hard a task, was it? Although, what the hell? So not only was I webbed there by a spider, but fire does spread, and we've pretty much burnt the entire garden, or this side of the garden down. You can play it, I guess, very methodical and very strategic, although I fear that a lot of the time you'll just be yeeting stuff all over the place and just blowing stuff up because, well, why wouldn't you? Let's collect those batteries there. Let's have a look at this tree, and there's nothing on there, and yes, it does actually burn, can confirm, and the fire will spread, as you might imagine there. Back over to our scanner, and yep, there is actually one right there and one, I think, around there. So what I'm going to do is probably use one of these. And I think, yep, yeah, I have been webbed, but I think, yep, there goes the spider. You can see it's running around there. It is on fire, and it will eventually die. And yes, I have actually got that as well, but I don't think I've got the one behind this. So we'll switch to just the frying pan. And, doesn't seem to be there anymore unless it was on this rock. No, let's try the scanner again. No, it's actually gone. Looks like I've actually got that. So, I actually can see that spider under there. Can you see it? Just underneath that rock. So what we'll do is probably go with that. That just didn't work out. I'm going to have to pick it up, rotate it around. I do find I have some issues with the rotation of it now and again. Anyway, that should be that pretty much sorted, and there's going to be one on here, surely. No, doesn't actually look like there is. So each of the rooms, they will have a number of kills that you need to achieve. There's just not just rooms, but also other places to go to. So like other areas to unlock, as well as like different boxes to open, that sort of thing. So checking out scanner. It looks like they've moved. So I'll show you the lures that I was on about. So we go to this thing, which is a explosion one. So I left click and it'll drop one of those down. And where do we think the spider is? Actually, it's running around by the look of it. Let's just put a couple more of these around, like that, and we'll see if it eats it. Apparently it's right in front of me there, but I can't see it. Must be under that rock. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to drop it, and it will jump out, and it's currently rushing towards that. It will eat it, and then become an exploding spider, I think, once it's eaten it. Yes, and then, well, as you might imagine, when you kill an exploding spider, it goes thermal, and does that, because... Okay, so we will go inside here, and we can see we have a strimmer, or a weed whacker, or whatever you would like to call it. That seems a bit strange as a method of killing spiders, and yeah, it does work though. Let's pick this thing up. This is Life Imitates Art, so back to number 1 to show that, which is solve the riddle. Okay, so they're all solve the riddle, and I'm guessing that well, it's not much of a riddle. We place that one there, we place that one there, and I go back and get the other one. While I'm doing that, let me just do that, and any spiders around here will probably be dealt with by the time we get back. And I'm just going to pick up this. Good job it didn't fully burn, because otherwise the objective would not be completed, but I assume, perhaps wrongly, that it's not a failure state. And let's solve the riddle. Riddle solved. There's more bullets. Now, unlike things like... unlike some single-player first-person shooters, if you get loads of equipment, I don't expect like horrible jump scares and other things later on, although maybe that is the case. You can see, because I've burned stuff, the batteries also burn. It's quite difficult to detect it. Let me just go back to the scanner, and oh, there's loads of stuff under there. So I'm going to hold Q, and it allows us just to select something. You see there's lots of stuff that you can get, but we're going to go for the weed whacker and just continue whacking these spiders. That really still does seem a bit off, although is this any worse than using a a spray can? I don't think so. Nope, there's one there. Let's see, there's still a couple over there, so are they just... Oh. Yeah, they're all hiding under these. I don't find this to be terribly effective, to be honest with you. There you go. But... And it also is using ammo as well, so you will need to refill it. I find that you can be a bit more strategic with the pistols. I wonder if that pistol uses the same ammo as the silenced one. Let's just use that one. And it's around the back there. Yeah, you'll have to find the spiders underneath things, or like underneath tables and upside down. There we are. You can hit it with your clipboard, but the frying pan is an instant kill. So there we are. Solve the riddle. We've done that one. Let's continue. Oh, there's one behind us. We don't want to leave without taking them all out. And you see they're now, it's legging it. This is why you don't want to hit it with that, if possible. So where's it gone? Let's just clear house a little bit. See if that's done it. It's legged it again. It's hiding. It's underneath there. Well, you can't set fire to rock, which is understandable. And there we go. That's now completed. Well, it's not yet completed. Now it's completed. Right, moving on. So 20 spiders killed. We've now unlocked the exit, so we can, if we want to, just leave this place. It's not a problem if we wanted to do that. But I do want to try and get all of these completed if I can. And that's the jumping spider. Oh, I'm out of flamethrower ammo. It's actually not a flamethrower, it's just a spray can. I think you can get a flamethrower later on in the game, and I assume that when you go back you'll be able to use all of those upgrades. So one will be behind or around here, and whoops, I've just sent that. I've just absolutely yeeted it over the building. Okay, well, that could cause me some amount of issue later on in the game. I don't know if things can go out of the map, but there you are. Anyway, we're going to head down this way. I can already see spiders under there, so I'm just going to absolutely blat that. And I'm going to go through here, so that's going to unlock the door. We've only got, sadly, 2 shots left, because it takes 2 ammo when you fire this. And it will be, once again, a case of scanning everything. Although, we don't have to kill them all, because, well, as you may imagine, we've already got a lot of these completed. There's no, like, damage that you take like that. It just, that happens. Oh, there's an upgrade as well, which is arachnid, which I'm guessing is like a Pokedex or an encyclopedia for these spiders. And I'll just lob that over there. Let me just check around that. No, that's fine. Back to the scanner. Nothing on the scanner, so that's alright. Let's continue round. There's one on one of these rocks. And there you go. And yeah, that blows up and will take other spiders out, which is actually very useful. There's another one over there, so you can just see it. Rotate that around. Yep, got that. And I'm going to guess there's some more around here. Let's just fling that down and see if that deals with the issue, or whether it just spreads the fire too. Yep, it's went over the archway and just started to burn absolutely everything. And in a massive hint of irony, has not actually killed the spider, so that's a problem. Let me just place that down. And yeah, I find that rotating can be a problem. You can just fling rocks at it, by the way. You can use anything like that to send it. There's the exit, but I don't want to do that just yet. I have a feeling... Ah, yes. We have to do... Are there Molotov cocktails? I think they are. That's also a spider under there. Hello there. Dealt with. I have a feeling that we'll have to go and collect eventually those statues for the secondaries. Yeah, they're going to go on there, aren't they? Yeah, what a surprise. Called it. Oh, is that... No, that's a spider that's eating one of those, like, cheesy puff things that makes them blow up. So reveal the hidden paths. We can go... Oh, we need to do all the objectives to do that. And there's a boombox up there. And if you get all of the... at any point you can go up to that and you can activate the time trial. I don't think we will. What I'm going to do is go back over and get these statues. So I'm going to guess it's this one, yes. And I will... Can I just lob it over there? I can, but it's... I believe I've just sent that back over somewhere else, which is a shame. And I'm trying to find the other ones. So there's one here. Oh, I think that's went the other way as well. I thought I was going to save some time by flinging them back over, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I do have the extra perk that allows me to fling stuff really far, so that's a thing, I guess. Don't know if it's actually helping out or more of a hindrance at the moment, but we shall see. And I can't actually find the other ones. I say maybe I've just launched them over the top and it's a failure state. Well, there's one here. So we place those there and we have to complete the rest. There's another one. But I think some of them might have went over. Or I've just missed them. Oh, there's one under there. So it's just a case of finding the last one. Unless I have actually launched it over. Just go to the scanner. See if there's any other spiders around. There is another scanner. Another spider around here on the scanner. It's over here. Is it moved? And that's jumped, but I don't know where it's jumped. Is it under this rock? There we go, got it. There's another one under there. So not only did I manage to turn that round, it went back underneath. There we go. Not much ammo left, sadly, on these other ones. Let's see if I can find... Let's see if I can find this other thing. Because we need... Well, I'll check the objective screen. So it's life imitates art, solve the riddle. Reveal the hidden path, solve the riddle. So it's just... Yeah. Having to do all of that. I guess these... will be... Oh, there's a spider there as well. I think that... No, that didn't get it. I would have thought that... Oh, that's an exploding spider, so it's actually immune to... No, that's a jumping spider. Because the exploding spiders are immune to fire, I believe. Anyway. Just have a quick look for... this other statue. So we've done this riddle. That's fine. I think we've done... There's another one under there. There's one there as well. But if you miss, they do scare them off. But we're not going to miss when they're doing that. Send that over there. Have a look around here. There's one. Send that over there as well. Can't find it. I have a feeling I've lobbed it out of the map. It's not a problem. Oh, hang on. Spray can and stuff. Yep. So you do have to continue exploring to find these extra upgrades and such, and go around every little place, search all of the nooks and crannies and bits around the corner. There's another one of those. I think that went right. I mean, can stuff just lock? Can you just fling stuff out the map? No. So it must be somewhere in here. Can't do anything with those. And I can't get in there. Let's have a look at the top. There's our... Oh yeah, complete 4 more objectives to unlock it. Right. So I need more objectives to unlock that. And this one. And there's the Omega file. Which is like a thing that constantly is around in the game. Yeah, I don't know where the other one of those has gone. Oh well. It doesn't really matter too much. Like I said, you can happily just head off and only complete certain objectives. We can have a look around, unless it's like on a roof or something. I would imagine not. But let's say you have to just complete at this stage. It's just get 20 kills, and then you will make it out. So I haven't completed those objectives, those secondary ones, the life imitates art, solve the riddle, reveal the hidden paths, solve the riddle, and then herd the cats, solve the riddle. But I'm guessing, oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay, we might actually have a chance here then. Let's just place that there. And, oh, it's in the wrong order. So, is the tallest one on the bottom? Should the tallest one be at the bottom? I don't know. Let's try it that way. Yes! So that's, yeah, herd the cats. And then you've got solve the other riddle, life imitates art. So it's probably to do with those other statues, but I don't know where I would place that. The objectives on the other maps are a bit more, well, they're less vague. They tell you exactly what you need to do. But we're not gonna stress over getting all of the objectives like at maximum level, because I find that if we continue going on, because we can go to exit now, and yeah, you can replay this mission anytime. Unlocked doors, completed objectives, and discoveries equipped / upgrades will be saved. All of the progress will be lost. So all of the objectives that we've done are fine. We can come back to them and they'll be half completed, or they'll be done. And all the equipment we get, it'll be there as well for us, so that's pretty good. So it means you can come back with more equipment, better idea what you're doing, etc. So that's just one of the levels. That's the Garden of Evil there. 18 minutes to, I wouldn't say completed, to finish the level. Upgrades 1 of 2, so there's another one to find, probably inside that door that we couldn't open. 3 of the 6 objectives, 1 of the 2 equipments there, and we didn't do the gauntlet because we couldn't. And then we have the Barnstormer. Okay. I'm going to go to tracker upgrades. We also have this here. Identifies which type of spiders are nearby. That sounds useful. We're going to put that on. You can see we've got loads of points left. The batteries are what you use to upgrade these ones. So yeah, that's just one of the levels. If I, for example, went back to Major Inconvenience, I'll play this one. I'll show you what the objectives can be like. So there you go, very specific. So detonate the propane tank, put the trash out the dumpsters, shopping spree. So we have to like pick up these cans, for example, and like scan that, and you have to get to 100 generic units of currency. That's not good. Propane tank, yeah, you can, if you really wanted to, just absolutely send half of the convenience store elsewhere. Oh, there you go. It's not showing the type of spiders around here because I think they've all been vaporized. But, oh, there you go. It shows you the type of spiders like around here, which is fairly good. But yeah, that is a little bit of Kill It With Fire. I'm actually going to go to return to the main menu there because we're not going to play any more of that. Anyway, that is a little bit of Kill It With Fire. Overall, I think, as I said at the start, it's just a daft fun game about killing spiders, and sometimes you don't want you know, to micromanage wiring connections or specific placement of items in a building game, or have a very deep, complex simulation of things. You just want to, well, use a flamethrower to hit a spider that's about to explode on its own volition anyway. So there you are. In terms of criticism level on it, not too much. It's not exactly a looker, but it is stylized. Some people might be put off with the subject matter and the way in which you do things on the game, but then again, it's all cartoony styled. I don't normally touch on this, but the settings in terms of graphics are, well, limited to say the least. It's just set your quality. I like to specifically set things on off, but it's not, again, a deal breaker. In terms of playtime, I really can't say. I mean, I've played just over an hour now, and I've managed to get halfway through. If there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maps. Don't know, can't really speak too much on the longevity of it, but it's not overly expensive, so, you know, your mileage may vary. If you're going to go back to get 100% completion on these, then, you know, it's probably going to be alright for you. Either way, you can decide for yourself and check the link out in the description as always. Hope you have enjoyed it, though it's been a little bit of a mess around. It's not exactly a overly stressful game, it's just, like I say, a daft mess around, and sometimes I'm happy to take something like that. No harm, no foul. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.